What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Patriots Week 6 preview as Jacoby Brissett and the 2-3 Cleveland Browns try to get back in the win column and get back to 500 this week as they host the 2-3 New England Patriots, who are coming off a very impressive 29-0 victory over the Detroit Lions. Of course, they did not have Mac Jones or Brian Hoyer at quarterback, but it was the rookie out of Western Kentucky, Bailey Zappi, under center for the Patriots last week. And to be honest, he looked pretty good from what I saw. 17 of 21, 188 yards, one touchdown, one interception. He had a rating of 100. So overall, he's good. I mean, he didn't really need to be that good considering the fact that you look at how they were on the ground. Ramandre Stevenson, the dude who essentially tore us up last year. 25 carries, 161 yards against the Lions. And of course, he came in and started really taking most of the reps at running back after Damien Harris got hurt. He only had 4 carries for 11 yards, got hurt. Stevenson took over and he just started running all over the Lions. So yeah, he's going to be someone to really keep an eye on this week against the Patriots. And if our D-line is not serious this week, we're in trouble. Simple as that. If our D-line, especially the interior D-line, isn't serious, we're going to get carved up again. And it makes you wonder, if we get carved up again, like we did against Austin Eckler, who went off for 173 yards himself against us last week, what's Andrew Berry going to do if we get carved up again? Is he going to make another trade, or is someone going to get fired? Because you got to wonder, how many more of these kind of performances is it going to take until someone gets fired? And who's going to be the first one to take a fall? Huh? Who's going to be the first one to be shown the door? It's not going to be Joe Woods. If I had to guess, it would probably be Chris Kiffin, because he's the D-line coach. He's the man in charge of coaching that position. And right now, it ain't working. I wouldn't be shocked if he was the one canned first. And then the more it continues, the more heads that are going to roll. But yeah, this is a big week for the defense, especially because the interior D-line, they haven't shown much. And Andrew Berry is going to have to start making some moves soon. We'll see what else he can draw up. But anyways, earlier today, the Browns did make a signing. It was a small one for the practice squad. But according to Tom Pelissero, and I quote, veteran nose tackle Tyler Davidson is signing with the Browns practice squad with an eye towards the 53-man roster soon, per source. Davidson is a 7-year vet with 90 career starts in New Orleans and Atlanta, where his job was to keep Deion Jones clean. Now they reunite in Cleveland. I know a lot of you are wondering, are we going to see Deion Jones this week? Well, as of the filming of this video, he has not been activated. He's still on IR, although the expectation is he could be back soon. Well, I'd love it if he comes back this week, but honestly, we have no idea what's going on with him. I know he was supposed to be in the building today, so maybe they activate him this week, maybe next week. I don't know. But yeah, man, we would definitely love to have him out there because we need him. After what I saw last week from our linebackers, especially Jacob Phillips, not great, man. Not great. We expected Jacob Phillips to take over the role of the green dot and somewhat flourish, or at least look competent. And the last couple weeks, he's looked like garbage. And it sucks because we lost Anthony Walker for the year. And you already knew Andrew Berry had to do something, and he did. Now, in regards to the Deion Jones trade, I know some people might have thought, he got that trade cooking like after the game, like there was no discussions prior to the game. Well, there actually was. Berry was talking to the Falcons prior to the game about Deion Jones. And then, of course, after that gutless performance I saw, Berry had to do something. So he went into his office and he pulled the trigger on the trade. So Deion Jones is now at Cleveland Brown. And who knows when we're going to see him. Again, I would love to see him this week. But if I had to guess, maybe next week against the Ravens. We'll see, though. Now, I also did see this on Twitter, too, From Ben Axelrod, and I quote, Nick Chubb ranks first in the NFL in yards, first in touchdowns, and second in attempts. And somehow the narrative continues to be that the Browns don't give him the ball enough. I can't imagine saying that. Yeah, you know people are saying that. Oh, you don't give him the ball enough. Well, just look at the stats that are right in front of your head. Open your eyes. Like Ben Axelrod literally mentions that he's first in yards, in touchdowns, and second in attempts. He doesn't get the ball enough. Only losers and casuals think he doesn't get the ball enough. Really? I mean, not saying, give the ball to Chubb and only Chubb. I mean, you got to give him a rest every once in a while. Not to mention, you don't want the offense to get too vanilla, where you're just straight up running the ball left and right. You got to throw it every once in a while, and you got to give Kareem Hunt some reps, But yeah, I mean, I don't know where that narrative came from, but yeah, people do believe that. Doesn't surprise me one bit with the way casuals are these days. And now let's talk about some low-key propaganda for the Cleveland Browns. I think I have like one little form of propaganda and one kind of bit of slander. That's not even propaganda. But yeah, we're going to look at this chart here, and you see offensive series results. Browns are fourth. 78% of our drives on offense result in a touchdown or first down, which is very impressive. 6% result in a field goal, 5% turnover, and 11% punt. Now, on the flip side, on defense, 73% of our opposing offense's drives result in a first down or touchdown, 9% result in a field goal, 5% result in a turnover, and 14% result in a punt. So overall, again, not horrible, not really propaganda worthy, but it's not necessarily like I'm slandering the defense. It's like just saying you got to be better. And they can definitely be better. I mean, they're getting paid like a top defense because we have so many guys making some big bucks and they're playing like a bunch of losers. Like, they really got to get serious and fast. Otherwise, people's jobs are going to start being cut. People are going to start losing their jobs. Heads are going to start rolling. And it's only a matter of time before that starts happening. Because right now we're starting to see Barry make trades. And if the trades aren't working, people are going to start getting fired. It's just the way it is. I don't think it'll be Joe Woods. Not yet. Who knows? Who really knows at this point? Now, I did get an update on Damien Harris on Twitter from Tom Pelissero. And I quote, Patriots running back Damien Harris is likely to miss multiple games because of the hamstring injury he suffered in Sunday's win over the Lions, per source. Still getting tests, but the expectation is he'll be out for a bit. So yeah, guys, expect a heavy dose of Ramandre Stevenson this week. And hopefully our defensive line can step up, because we need it. If they don't, we're in trouble. Now, with that being said, let's get into my keys to victory. So, key number one, this is a big one. Stop the run, especially facing Ramandre Stevenson. And I mean, knowing Bill Belichick, he might just do what he did against the Bills last year when the winds were whipping in Buffalo. Like, he'll barely pass it. There's no reason to pass it if our defense is just going to give up like 7 yards a run plus. Like, there's no reason to pass it at all. Look, with the way our defense is right now, we could stack the box and it still wouldn't work because our interior D linemen are getting pushed 5 yards back. Like, it's freaking ridiculous, It really pisses you off when you watch it. I mean, God, they got to get serious in that run defense department, man. I mean, they used to be so good at run defense, and this year it's like, where'd it go? Is it them just being lazy, or is it a coaching thing? Makes you wonder. Key number two, get after the quarterback. Because we didn't do that last week, and he made us pay. Granted, it's mainly because Herbert could just step up in the pocket, and there was nobody really in the interior to, stop him from doing that. So if like our interior D linemen can hold their own and, prevent the pocket from just opening up to the point where he has an escape route, to get away from our pass rushers, then yeah, we'll be fine. But can't really trust these interior D linemen. Now imagine if Tyler Davidson plays this week and he absolutely balls out. How do you think that would make the other guys feel? That they were so bad that we had to go out and sign somebody, bring him in here just to help this unit out. How do you think that would make them feel, huh? I wouldn't feel that great, you know? Because you view yourself as a really good player and you're so bad that they had to bring in someone else to help you out and probably take your job. Same thing with Jacob Phillips, you know? I would love to see Joe Woods also do something that he didn't do last week, really, and that's bring some extra pressure. Enough of this just rushing four. It ain't working. You did it pretty much against the Falcons, and it worked for the most part. You got to him a little bit. But you didn't do it last week. You didn't send, Jacob Phillips on a blitz. Granted, if you did, they would just run the ball around you. Because this dude could not tackle for crap. That was the same story for a lot of guys on defense. They just could not tackle. Maybe because of laziness or they just suck. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, they got to start sending some pressure, especially if we're facing the rookie this week. Got to confuse him, get after him, force some turnovers and all that other stuff. And of course, that plays in the key number 3, force turnovers and take care of the ball. As we've seen with the Browns this year, they've had some trouble getting the ball away from the opposing offense. They have forced a couple turnovers, but not many. I remember a couple years ago with Greg Williams at DC, it seemed like we were forcing turnovers left and right. But this year, we've barely gotten any turnovers. And then, of course, you got to take advantage of those turnovers, which is something that we haven't really done that well. But yeah, we got to take care of the ball, too. That's an even bigger thing. We get a turnover, we got to take care of the ball on our own side. Can't be, out here being reckless. And then my bonus key to victory, give me $1. Not really. I'm not asking for the people to super chat me $1. I'm just asking the defense to give me a good 4 quarters. Because what I've seen lately is they'll give us 3 good quarters and then they'll fall apart in the 4th. Well, last week, what do you know? They did us a little vice versa. They gave us 3 trash quarters and then a solid 4th. I need a good solid 4 quarters of football out of the Browns this week. On both sides of the ball. Imagine if this is the week we get a complete performance out of the Browns. Offense is humming and the defense is eating. I would love it. Would love that. But are we going to get it? To be honest, probably not. Offense is probably still going to do their thing. And the defense is probably still going to be out here acting like it's nothing. Being unserious as usual. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping that the defense goes out there and, tries to pitch a shutout. That'd be wonderful. But it ain't going to happen, like I said. We're facing Bill Belichick. You already know Belichick and that offensive staff, they are salivating watching our run defense. They are. But it'll be interesting to see how we respond to the last 2 weeks just getting absolutely just ran off the freaking field. Literally. It's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, my player to watch for this week is actually the whole entire interior D-line. Yeah. The guys on the inside of the D-line, not the edge rushers. Our edge rushers are flying. But it's up to the interior guys to essentially support the edge rushers. Prevent the quarterback from just escaping through that big gap that you would have been there if you were good. And also shut down the run game too. Yep. That's a big thing too. Shut down the run game. And open up the holes for your linebackers so they can get through and also help you stop the run. And don't get pushed back 5 yards off the line of scrimmage from the snap. It's got to be embarrassing. You're a big ass dude getting pushed back 5 yards because you just suck or you're lazy. I don't know what it is. Could be both. I mean, we do have 2 of the worst interior D linemen in the league, so I guess it is kind of both. I don't know. And then my prediction. Get ready for this. I actually have the Browns winning 28-24 somehow. Yeah, somehow, some way, the Browns manage to win a close game. I wouldn't be shocked if we get run off the field again. It all depends on how our run defense plays. If we can stop the run effectively and force the rookie or Brian Hoyer to beat us through the air, I'm confident, because if you have to force Hoyer or the rookie to beat you through the air, that gives your pass rushers a chance to get after him. And maybe you force a turnover or two. That'd be nice. But I'm asking an awful lot from this team. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I'm Crazy Dog 99. I will be live the Guardians game tonight. In fact, by the time you're watching this, I might be already live, but I'm not live on my channel. I'll be live with my guy, JB Taylor, over at Walk Off Sports Talk. We'll be doing the Guardians-Yankees game over there, so be sure to go over there, and we're going to have a good time. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. Get me a dub this week, please. Okay? That'd be nice. I would love it. I know it's asking a lot, but come on now. Let's get real. All right? I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. And I'm out.